Oh, hello, internet. You've just come across me about... No, I'm joking. Tally-ho, internet! And we're upgrading a PC. It's the first time I've done this properly, anyway, I must say. Previously, I kind of got like a ready-built PC. I've never removed a motherboard in my life. I've never changed a CPU in my life. But hey-ho, this will be fun. I could also very easily break like hundreds of pounds worth of equipment. Anyway, let's not think about that just yet. Or ever, because it's bad. So I've decided that I want to go for a video editing machine more than anything. But it also must play games, you see. So we've gone for a Core i7 6700K, which at the moment is sort of like basically top of the range. I don't know how I managed it. A Z170 XP SLI motherboard as well. Apparently it is the Heroes of the Storm exclusive BlizzCon motherboard partner. I don't give a shit about that. It's just supposed to fit my graphics card and my CPU and also allow me to run 2 NVIDIA GPUs at the same time. Should I so desire, which I don't at the moment, we're thinking of the future. Good future. On top of that, we have gone for 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory. Are you getting this, darling?
Yes.
Is it zooming in nicely?
Yes.
Yes. DDR4 runs at 2133 megahertz, which is a number that I don't actually care for. I just know that that was the limit that my motherboard goes at. Now, some people say that the number matters. I don't care. It's 16 gig of RAM. Shut up. Stop arguing amongst each other. Just enjoy it. And I was going to go for the Hyper 212 Evo to cool my the CPU, but I couldn't because it doesn't fit in our case. It's too big, it's too tall. So I've gone for the TX3 Evo. It sits on top of the CPU, quite strangely. I must find it, I've lost it. So instead of sitting on top of the CPU, this is the CPU by the way. Instead of sitting on it like that, it sits on it like that. So that's going to be interesting to look at once it's all said and done. Let's get started. Okay, so this is the computer. Before it's been tinkered with, underneath that tiny little block is an FX 4300 AMD CPU. There's a little bit of dust in here. I'm going to have to fix that before we finish. It was not a bad CPU at all. And if you're looking for a budget build, I would recommend it every day of the week. It was really good. It's just simply not good enough for video editing. So that's basically the biggest reason why we're upgrading now, because we just want to focus more on videos and just having a good old laugh, mate. Just having a good old time making some videos, you know what I'm saying? Regular friggin' boring CD drive, who gives a damn about that? This is my pride and joy, EVGA GeForce 260. There is so much hair in this case, holy crap. Who needs to worry about fixing out all of the dust and everything in your case? You know, that's fine, you know, you don't need to you don't have to worry about it often, you know. It self-cleans, doesn't it? I'm talking about a vagina, I realise now. This graphics card is so friggin' good that it only turns the fans on when it gets sufficiently hot. And by sufficiently hot, I mean it needs to hit like 70, 80 degrees Celsius before the fans even turn on. Down here, we have a networking card. It's boring and standard. I don't know why you'd want to talk about that. It's wireless, and we don't even use wireless anymore because it's not fast enough for our bloody 200 meg internet. Stupid thing. I'm going to remove it and kill it. Look forward to that video. We have 2 case fans. We actually had 0 case fans in this for like half the time we were using this computer, and the CPU fan was very loud. You can only imagine what sort of damage we were doing to our computer. It still loves us. This is the insides of the Viexi Games PC. It's really nothing special at all. Anyway, guys, let's friggin' do some work. Okay, so something very impressive just happened. So I was removing my heatsink from the CPU, right? There it is. That's the offending item. And yeah, despite the fact that the CPU latch was down and is down, the heatsink decided to take the CPU with it. That's what old thermal paste can do. It is essentially a friggin' glue. That was fun. It was not fun. It's a shame we have to get rid of these really nice cobalt blue RAM sticks. Unfortunately, it's time to replace those with these ugly plain green ones, but hey, that's what happens. You should have grown up and adapted RAM sticks, but you fucking didn't, did ya? Okay, guys, so I've reached this point now. Motherboard is out. It's gone. There it is. Just, you know, chilling, enjoying its retirement. Bless it. Now the problem that I'm facing is I don't really know where to go from here. There's like quite a lot of cable management around the other side where they've been tied down. I don't know if I should maybe sever those cables because I'm using the same power supply. I don't know if that'll be easier that way. Also, came across this part here. I have no freaking clue what this is for at all. It just looks like a particularly surprised frog or something. Obviously this video will be finished and done and uploaded on the new computer, but for the, just for funsies, if you know what this happens to be, just tell me in the comments below, because it was under the motherboard, that's all I know. So this is what we're working with at the moment. So that is my i7 processor. This is my, I've forgotten the number. Anyway, that's the motherboard.
It's the Z170 XP SLI.
There we are. So, oh, it's right here. It's right at the bottom of the friggin' camera.
Okay.
Of the video. Oh god, okay, I'm done. This altogether is a very painful £400, and if any part of it breaks, I will weep openly on camera in front of everyone. But that's it, look at that, it's so tiny. Oh, I just don't know what I'm doing. Which is probably not something you want to say with £400 worth of computing equipment, but I literally do not know what I am doing. I do not know how to install this. I'm having fun. So I've got to install the cooler now. Yay. Okay, so we're there. Oh my god, stressful. Cable management leaves a lot to be desired, but I do not give a shit, so go away. I just want it finished. Yeah, exactly. It's a problem for future me. But as far as things go, not looking too bad. The biggest problem is that I just need a bigger case, because this is quite a small case considering it is still a full ATX case, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to that bridge, I suppose. So it was a bit of a pain, but we're now up and running. Core i7 6700K 4 gigahertz, 16 gig of RAM as well, DDR4. It was a bit of a pain upgrading to this one, because if I went for one of the previous Gen i7s, I could have stuck with DDR3 memory. Might help the video rendering though, so hey. This was a pain to set up, because obviously you've got to set up like your front panel. So like you've got your USBs and everything. You've got to connect those to the motherboard inside. I managed to get it right the first time. I've done it once before. I mixed up my power LED and my hard drive access light. My power button was just flashing like crazy every time I was doing something, and my hard drive access light was just sitting there just like, you've made a mistake. But yeah, so I am just gonna run Catzilla, because there's a certain part on there where it tests your CPU. I love that benchmark, I've seen it so many times. So this is the CPU test. Now bear in mind I said it goes at like 20 frames a second on the AMD processor. That's pretty impressive. Whoa, that's never happened before. So yeah, this is what's gonna power our videos from now on. But yeah guys, this is the brand new Viexi Games PC. I hope you've enjoyed this little documentation of us just upgrading it, just having a go, just having a look, seeing what we can do with it. It's the very first time that I've ever had sort of like cutting edge computer hardware. I've now got to edit this video. I'm now going to render this video at 1080p, 60 frames a second, and I'm going to hope to the Lord above that it runs a lot better. I'm really looking forward to being able to provide more videos, better quality videos as well, because I'll be able to do them like a higher quality without having to worry about rendering times and upload speed and file sizes. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, tally ho. Tally ho, internet, and welcome to it's a very short video. Basically, I have discovered that it's now possible to re-download PT on PS4.